Okay, now how to make negative and interrogative sentences in simple present. See children, for negative and interrogative sentences, the rule is, for negative first we will do subject plus do or does. Children, remember that this is the only tense in which we have to use these helping verbs on our own. Do or does plus not plus, remember, only the first form of the verb is used. Whenever you are using do or does, you have to use only the first form. Because see, when we add es in do, it becomes does. So no need of adding s or es along with do or does. Like, simply I give you an example. The last example was I like ice cream. Now if I make it into negative, it will be, and the rule is same, do is used with Ayu Devi and does is used with third person singular. Example, he, she, it, or any name. So it was I like ice cream. If I want to change it into negative, according to this rule, it will be I. Since the subject is I, so we will use do with it. I do not like ice cream. Very simple it is, children, and you have learnt it from your junior classes. So just, it's a revision, you can say. And if you have any doubts in between, you can please ask me. Don't hesitate to call me. And suppose if the subject is third person singular, he or she, or you can say Ram, it can be anything. He, she, it, or Ram. Then we will use does. Third person singular, we have to use does. He or she does not like ice cream. Now for interrogative, it is very simple, same. The only thing is that in interrogative sentences, we know that the helping verb, these are the helping verbs. This helping verb, it comes before the subject. So the rule will be do or does, then comes the subject, then first form of the verb, object, and a question mark at the end. Don't forget to put a question mark. I'll change this sentence into interrogative now. So what it will be? It will come here. Do I like ice cream? And a question mark at the end. Or suppose it is, does Ram like ice cream? So this is the way how you can change a simple sentence into negative or interrogative by using the helping verb do or does in simple present. So now the simple present is complete. Now let's move to simple past. Very simple it is. See, in the simple present we have used first form of the verb. But in simple past, or you can say it is the past indefinite, or past indefinite it is also known as, the rule is subject plus second form of the verb plus object. This is the only rule for simple past. And see children, remember that this is the only tense in which second form of the verb is used. In rest of any of the tense you will not find the second form. Only in simple past the second form of the verb is used. Like, I liked ice cream. Children, from the verb you can easily tell whether the tense is simple present or simple past. If there is the first form of the verb used, it means it is simple present. If the second form of the verb is used, it means it is simple past. So this is the rule of simple past, subject plus second form of the verb plus object. Now how to make negative and interrogative. Negative and interrogative. Now remember that in simple present, to make negative and interrogative sentence, we have used the helping verb do and does on our own. Children, remember that in simple present and in simple past, we have to use the helping verb simple present, do or does, and in simple past we will use did. So here we will use did. This you have to use yourself. You have to remember that you have to use these helping verbs on your own. So here the rule is subject plus did. Did is used in simple past. Did plus not plus first form of the verb plus object. See children, now the second form of the verb is changed into first form. Always remember that along with do, does and did. Note this point, do, does and did. Whenever there is do, does or did in any sentence, always use first form with these three helping verbs. Got it? Okay. So in order to make the sentence negative, we will use did and not. Now we will change it, this sentence into negative. I did not like ice cream. Ice cream. So this is the negative. Now into interrogative. Very simple it is. It is the same formula. The helping verb will precede the subject. Helping verb, then subject, then first form of the verb again, and the object and a question mark at the end. Did I like ice cream? This is the interrogative form. I hope it is clear. Now, simple future. Simple future, or you can say future indefinite. Very simple. It is the simplest tense. Future indefinite, because we all know that in future tense we always use shall or will. So the rule is subject plus shall or will plus first form of the verb plus object. Remember again here, as we have used in the present indefinite, first form of the verb, in the same way in future also, in simple future also we use the first form of the verb. The only difference is that along with the first form, we have to use either shall or will with the first form. This is the, you can say this is the formation, or ये future की पहचान है कि the shall or will is always used in future tense. Now, where to use shall? Shall is always used with first person. First person is I and we, and will is used with second and third person, that is you, he, she, it. But nowadays use of shall is almost outdated. With all the persons, whether it is the first person, first, second and third, we use will, and it is considered right. So no issues of this. You can use shall or will both. So the rule is subject plus shall or will plus first form of the verb and object. Suppose I'll give you an example like I shall go to market tomorrow. मैं कल बाजार में जाऊंगी. It tells about the future. So definitely there will be some word indicating the future. I shall go to market tomorrow. Now in order to make it negative and interrogative, since see here the helping verb is already there in the tense, so we don't have to use anything from outside. We simply have to put a not to make negative. So the rule will be subject plus shall or will plus not plus first form of the verb plus object. Example, I shall not go to market tomorrow. And to make it interrogative, very simple it is. The format is the same. The helping verb will precede the shall or will plus the subject. The helping verb will precede the subject. Shall will plus subject plus first form of the verb plus object and a question mark at the end. Shall I go to market tomorrow? Shall I go to market tomorrow? this is the interrogative form. Children, now simple present, simple past and simple future is done. Let's compare it once again. In simple present, we use subject plus first form of the verb plus object. If the subject is I, you, they. If the subject is third person singular, he, she, it. Along with that, we always use s or es with the object. In simple past, we use subject plus second form of the verb and object. And to make it negative, we use the helping verb did. And to make it interrogative also, did is used. And in future indefinite, the rule is subject plus shall or will plus first form of the verb plus object. In order to make it negative or interrogative, it is the same since the helping verb is always there. So we simply put note. And remember the note, this note, it always comes in between the helping verb and the main verb. This is a very important point. If you will remember it, it will help you in your sentence making also. That the negative word not, it always comes between the helping verb and the main verb. So the simple present, simple past and simple future is complete. I hope it is clear to you. In the next video, we will continue with the continuous tense. Have a good day.